What is good, guys? Welcome to a brand new video. Consistency on top. Today I'm gonna talk about and walk you guys through how I made $32,000 payout on Top Step. So I am on a live funded account, so it's not a challenge. You start with a challenge and then you get to the funded and then you get to the live funded, which means you need to have 30 profitable days on your funded account. Then you get moved to your live funded account, which is what I'm on right now. So let me show you guys my screen. So as you guys can see on my screen right now, I'm here on my payout tab. You guys can see since I went live on this, you guys can see top X4197, which is a live account. You can see I've already requested over three payouts, 15,000 and 32,500, which is $47,000. And then obviously if I go to my account, you guys can see that I still have $28,000 balance. I used to have $32,000 balance, but I took a loss today, and obviously we'll have to recover that. I mean, we don't have to. I can just put in my consistency days and request still half of the whatever. It's probably 29,000, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna try to make some more profit, obviously. But you guys can see, I think across my Top Step journey, I've accumulated over 50 payouts, and this could be fuck knows how much money, maybe over 150 grand. Now let's all put that aside and let's just go into the breakdown. This trade was actually sponsored by last week. You guys, actually not last week, but 3 days ago, I think, whether I made that $44,000 breakdown. This is actually that, but I'm gonna show you guys this trades before that because I also took a couple trades before that. I think, let me show you guys my equity curve. Well, I think I can show you guys here. You guys can see my equity curve. Obviously, it's been going up, 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 up. So I'm gonna show you guys a trade that I took before I made that $44,000 day, and I think that trade made me about $11,000. So you guys can see from I jumped from 41 to 52 in one day, which is $11,000. So let me break that trade down for you guys. So here we are on my Discord on a daily analysis tab. I actually showed this to my members yesterday that I was planning for gold buys after we swept this low right here. You can see 41.72 or something. We swept this low right here and I was looking for price to continue to all-time high. So guess what FlexTrade did in Asia session? We fucking along, didn't it? So let me get down to the breakdown for you guys. So what we had was, obviously we had this sweep on Asia session and I was looking for continuation longs, right? Now price opened and instantly shit started pumping. Okay, no big deal, right? We're looking for continuation buys. So I was looking for this demand maybe to get some potential continuation buys in. We also had this high right here. So what I wanted is actually this supply to kind of get disrespected because that was the last supply that left that break of structure. So I was just looking for continuation buys, right? So I was waiting. Now what I saw was here, we had this nice liquidity sweep. Then we had that break of structure. I entered right here. I put my stop loss at this low, obviously. And my TB was straight up all-time high. You know, I didn't want any funny talks or any fluff or whatever. I trade towards all-time high. I don't give zero fucks. Right? So we start pushing. I see that this gets disrespected. So I move my stop to break even, right? Because I was risking something that I didn't need to risk low key because it was a small I miscalculated my size and I was like, fuck it, let me just stay in. So I was in this trade, and then I think once I saw this high breaking, I went to sleep. I was like, fuck this, I'm sleeping, because by the time I was expecting I would go to all-time high within 30 minutes, right? Obviously that took a bit longer than 30 minutes. Then I went to sleep. Then I woke up in the middle of the night. Then I was contemplating so fucking hard. Should I scale in? Should I scale in? Should I go crazy? Should I make like fucking crazy money? But I didn't. And yeah, that was that. It was pretty simple. Like, I think it's pretty simple if you look at the fact that why did I take this long, because I'm gonna show you guys a result as well. But it's simple, right? We had the latest break of structure here. We had this demand here. You have all these lows here, right? Liquidity, 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 liquidity. Now you can see this as a trendline breakout liquidity, right? You can see it as a head and shoulder liquidity. Look, head, shoulder, head. I think that is what I call triple bottom, quadruple bottom, five duple bottom. You can count this as a double bottom. There's so much liquidity here that gets taken out, and then you simply just put in continuation buys, and then you guys can see you get retracement, and then you just pump. And as if that wasn't enough, we took another buy. I took another buy, right? So let me break that down. After we got that push down, we got that melting down to the upside, right? And then we had this retest into this demand, right? This demand is where I originally longed from. Now what did I see? I was looking. We had this nice chalk flip, right? But I didn't enter here. I was like, maybe we'll get a retest, because if you look at this, we engineering some liquidity here. So I was expecting a retest, so I'm waiting. I was almost thinking here, should I cancel my alert, because I didn't alert, because I was thinking if we react from 29, that might be somewhere where we might reject from. So I was like, you know what, let me just wait, let me see. And then we get into here, we sweep this, right? We break this high, but I was on a meeting, so I didn't look at this at all. So I was like, let me wait for this to get reswept. So I'm waiting. That never happens. So I guess I just got lucky, low key. So I was still trying to fucking enter this trade. So I'm waiting. And here is my entry, right? It was a bit long, but liquidity sweep, obviously that push, and then we have that break of structure. So I just longed here, stop loss at this low, and I re-TP'd at the all-time high again for a simple 1, 2, 2. And this actually was quite fast. I think within an hour I got TP'd. So those are the trades that made me fucking rich. I mean, I'm not rich, but you guys know what I mean. Those are the trades, very simple, very basic. My DJI is on 3%, so unfortunately I have to load that shit and just end this video here. There's not much more to say about these trades. It's just very simple liquidity engineered supply demand trades. Anyways, if you guys want to learn, go to the link in my bio. You will have a free guide, method, blueprint, whatever the fuck you want it to be, to learn my strategy. So yeah, go to the link in my bio or DM on Instagram any questions, and I will answer gladly. So yeah, peace out.